This conference will now be recorded.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Yeah.
Arjun.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon once again. So we'll start the class now. For 5-10 minutes, I will revise the yesterday's topics and then we'll continue today's class. So introduction to ABAP, we discussed that customizing objects would be there. Sorry, introduction to ABAP is nothing but ABAP customizations. When I say ABAP customizations, you have to think about RISE-FW. RISE-FW. Reports, interfaces, conversions, enhancements, forms, and workflow. And the naming standards, it starts with Z or Y, that is comes under customization. Anything which starts with Z or Y, that comes under customization. Anything which does not start with Z or Y comes under standard SAP. Standard SAP. Next, package. Package is nothing but a folder. So it is always better to have packages for every module, SD, MM, FI, or it is better to have the package region wise. And packages are of two types: local package, transportable package. Local package, the name is $TMP. Transportable package, you can give any name which starts with Z or Y. Yeah. So that is what we have discussed about the packages. Transport request number. So a number for moving your developments from one server to another server. That is transport request number. And transport request number types, we have customizing TR and workbench TR. Customizing TR means client specific changes. Workbench TR is client independent changes. There is one more concept called transport of copy, which we have discussed yesterday. Okay. Yeah. How do you create transport of copy? You can just follow the video. How do you merge the TRs? Same, both are same. How do you create TOC? The same steps applicable for merging also. So until here we discussed. So next topic is this one. But before I go to next topic, do you have any questions on yesterday's topic? Please let me know.
So, for yesterday's topic, the videos and notepad, like you will be sending it today. Or
Okay, normally after every class, I will send the video and the notes. Okay, but unfortunately, I don't have all your email IDs. Some email IDs I got in the WhatsApp. Okay. So now I request everyone in the chat, can you please ping your email IDs? Okay. Maybe I'm giving my name Arjun and my email ID abcd@gmail.com. Please, can everybody ping the same way so that it is easy? And immediately I'll share the videos after the class. Everybody, please don't forget in the chat box, I typed as my email ID. I request everybody to type the same. Yeah, correct. Your name and email ID, that is better for me. Your name and email ID. Thank you. Okay. I'll be continuing the class. Please type your email IDs. Okay. So the first topic we are discussing is ABAP dictionary or data dictionary. Okay. ABAP dictionary or data dictionary. So what is dictionary? You already know dictionary is nothing but collection of words with the meanings. Collection of words with the meanings. So when you come to ABAP dictionary, it is a collection of some objects which are related to database. Collection of some objects which are related to database. So object means tables or structures or views, etc. So what is a table, what is structure, all we will discuss one by one. Okay. So if I take any SAP screen, if I go to SE11, you see the name is ABAP dictionary, where I can create a table and something called view, something called data type. Like this, so many options are available. So these are not the programs. These are not the iDocs. These are not the user exits. And what are these? These are some objects which are stored or related to the database, which are related to the database. So now we'll study one by one. So what is a structure? I'll start with the first topic. What is a structure? A structure is a collection of fields. A structure is collection of fields. Yeah. Example, Z, because everything should start with Z. Address underscore str. So a structure is a collection of fields. Example, Z address underscore structure. Now in this I can create fields. In this I can create a fields. Suppose what are the fields? Say city is one field. Okay. Next, state is another field, and country is another field. So a structure is a collection of fields. Suppose you take example of address structure. So I have so many fields here. You can have n number of fields. So that is the meaning of structure. So how do you create structure? Let us see how we can create a structure. So if I go to same transaction, SE11, so I don't see any option for the structure here. It is available under this option called data type. Start with C, name. Okay. Start with Z and give any name and click on the button create. Now you can see the middle option, something called structure, and say continue. Just give a structure to store address fields. A structure to store address fields. Now what are the field names you have to give here? What are the fields? As we discussed, the city. Now second field, state. Third field, country. Like this. Here we have a drop down, just select type, type, type. City. It is character because you will have characters in that city. What is the length of that? Say 20 is the length. State. State means maybe we can say 2 characters. Character 2. Country, say 3 characters. So what is the data? Character data or number data? Character data. What is the length? So that you give the length. So press enter and save this. So whenever I save, I told you it will ask the package name. Give the correct package. Suppose we are working in FICO. So I'll select FICO package. Transport number. So is this related to this ticket? Okay. Save that there. Success. We have created a structure now. We have created a structure. So in ABAP, always after saving, this is the button save. And there is another button called, you can see here, a candle button, candle. That is nothing but activate. So everything in ABAP should be active. Active. Now you can see the status as new here. If I say click on this, you get one pop-up. Don't touch anything. Press enter. System will take some time and it will try to activate. Okay, yeah. Just give me a second. Somebody is asking the link. So you get some warnings. Just don't care the warnings. I'll say no warnings. I don't care about the warnings, so just say no. Now you can see here, it is active. It is active. So the steps are like this always. In ABAP, it is always click on create and follow the steps. Finally save in a package. After saving, click on this button called what? Activate. Click on the button activate. So anything in SAP, click on create, follow the steps, save in one package, and finally click on this button activate. So these are the steps to create a pack structure. Okay, I hope everybody understood this example. Now I will go and take a real-time example so that you can correlate your scenarios. So Z. So somebody is asking, maybe I'll take SD example. SD example. Pricing structure. I'll create this and I'll select the option structure. So, and I'll give the name as pricing structure for pricing fields. Okay. Yeah. So now what are the fields? Now I don't know what is the structure, so I'll ask the functional consultant. Anna, please tell me what are the fields you use in the pricing. So he'll give the list of the fields. So I just don't know, but I'll just take something called standard price. Okay. Maybe some discount price. Okay. Next, some net price. So there could be so many fields, kada. So the SD consultant will give me the requirement. Based on that, I will create one structure. Now here, so for these fields, what is the data type? I think it is not character, kada. It is not number also. It is not number also. So use F4 and select. Okay, just wait, I'll show you. Oh, come on. Okay. Okay, here there is one concept. Okay, that's again, it will take some time. Okay, I will not go into that topic. So here I cannot give character because it is not character. I cannot give number because number is an English word. So then what I should give? I hope everybody following. Important top point will come now. So what I should give there? So I will ask the SD consultant. I will ask the SD consultant to show me where is the field in the transaction. I'll ask the SD consultant to show me where is the field in the transaction. So he will tell me that maybe here we have amount. So I click F1. Everybody knows what is F1. So this is the documentation which everybody reads as a functional consultant. But as a technical consultant, I will focus on this button, technical information. Okay. Now I will take this, can you see data element? So I will take this data element. You can take field name also, anything is okay. But the correct answer is data element. What is the data element here? KBETR. KBETR. Once I take the data element, I come back to my example structure in real time and I give that KBETR. Press enter. Now you can see what is the data type it is coming? CURR. What is CURR? It is a currency. It is not a number, boss. In English, we call as a number. But when you come to SAP terminology, it is called as currency. And what is the length? Oh, by default, 11 length is also coming, 11. By default, decimal 2 points are coming. By default, the description also comes. Super. So I will ask the SD consultant to show me in the screen first. From there, I will take the technical information. Okay. So here also, I can give the same name or I can give the different name. For now, simple example, I'll take the same name. Okay. Because I told you the concept, right? Go and click F1, take the data element, put it here. Okay. Now a structure is ready. I save this structure. And I told you after saving what we have to do? Activate. Okay. So there is some error. What is the error? Yeah. Can you read this error? Let us see. This is your structure. And there is a field called discount price. It is asking you specify a reference table and some reference field. Specify a reference table and reference field. So what do you mean by that? Whenever you have this price fields, price means currency fields. So the result will be like this. For example, 1000. Let's say net price is 1000. But can anybody tell me 1000 rupees or dollars or euros? Any guess?
The currency of the company code or sales org should be the currency that it be taken, right?
Correct. So technically means from computer point of view, it doesn't know what is company code. It doesn't know what is plant, what is location. It doesn't know anything. Computer don't know anything. So for every net price field, always you need to have one more field called currency units. Currency units. Here INR, Euro, dollars, that's a different story. So for computer, after every field, after this amount fields, you need to have one more field. What is the one more field I told you? CURR underscore units. Type now. Can anybody tell me now here? Is it a character or number? Any guess?
Character, AVT.
Character. Because you want to write EURO euro. You want to write USD. You want to write INR. So it is a character. So I can give character. But again, I want to be smart and intelligent. So I don't want to write my own. I will go and use standard SAP because that is the best way. Again, I will go to the SD consultant and I'll ask him, please show me in your transaction, where is the currency field or currency unit? Arjun, this is the amount. Beside that, can you see here? This is the currency, he will tell me. Again, I will put F1. Again, I will take this technical information. Again, I will take the data element from here. I will copy the data element from here. And I go back to SAP structure. And I'll give that here. Press enter. Now you can see it is coming as CUKY, means currency unit or currency key. The length is also automatically coming because see there is a problem. Some country says EURO, means 4 digits or 4 characters. Some countries say INR, means 3, which is the correct one. So the length, all this is headache. So that is why I will take standard SAP. It will decide automatically the length also. Okay. So I save it. So this is how, whenever you have the price field, definitely you need to have that unit field again, compulsory. Otherwise you will get an error. Okay. Yeah. So I will save it and activate it. Again, I got error. Specify reference table and reference field. What is the meaning of that? You see, for discount price, for net price, for standard price, all this price, where is the currency unit? What is the reference for these? So you need to go to the last field and tell that what is the reference field for that. The reference is currency units. The reference is, what is the field? Copy the field, whatever you have given the name here, same name you need to give here. And what is the table name? Table name or structure name? Anything is okay. Both are same and both are different also. I will cover next topics. So save it and I will activate it now. You see now I am not getting any errors. I am getting warnings. I don't care about the warnings. So I'll come to the second tab called components. Here I can see the fields and here I can see the reference for that fields. Yeah. So this is the concept of how do you create structures in real time. Yeah, please ask me if you have any questions.
Nagesh Arjun, here you created a component as a std underscore price. It's a SAP standalone or it's like a even own typing number? It's a characters.
This is my own name. You can give your name also.
Okay, here if you give your own name, then how the system know that you should enter a reference fields and these are, why do we need that reference for this component one? Suppose if it is a price, it's okay, no issues. If it is a which is sometimes which is not at all related to anything, in that case, how the system is knowing for this component reference field is required.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. I'll take one Excel and show you. You will understand. Sir, please understand everybody. ABAP means you have to think as a computer. And computer don't know anything. You have to tell everything to the computer. So now I'm creating a structure or table. Both are same for now. I've given a name called standard price. I've given a name called net price. And I've given a name called discount price. This is how a table is created inside the computer. Okay. And computer doesn't know any SD, MM, FI, HR. Okay. Now you enter 1000. Here you may enter 1200. Sorry. You enter maybe 800. You enter here 200. So standard price is 1000, discount is 200, net price is 800. Now the computer asks you 100 means what? INR, euro na, dollar. So definitely you need to have one field kada here. So for your question, whenever computer sees here data type CURR, it doesn't care what is the name you have written here. It doesn't care.
Understood.
Wherever CURR is there, then it will expect where is my friend, where is my relative, where is my whatever it is.
Okay,
So
it's controlled by data type. Perfect.
It is controlled by data type. And I am telling for all these fields, this CUKY is the reference. Suppose if you want different one, please create one more. Standard price currency unit, discount price currency unit, net price currency unit. But most in SDMM units, for all these things, one unit will be there. So that's the point.
Got it.
If at here CURR unit, so that if I put I here EUR, then system understands, okay, 1000 euros, 200 euros discount, net price is 800 euros. Okay, any questions?
Perfect, Arjun. Thank you.
Yeah.
Can you open SAP once? Hello, Arjun.
Okay. So now you can think of structure as a table. That's it for now.
Arjun, 1 minute, Arjun.
Yeah.
As you said, if it is a SAP field, it's okay. I can go to F1 and check the SAP field. Sometimes if the data is coming from other interfaces, I don't know the component type, then how it will be controlled?
Good question. You don't know, but where you want to store that? You are getting data from outside. Let's say you are getting some purchase order data or vendor master data. Definitely you need to store in SAP kada, some transaction kada, in SAP inbound side.
Yes.
Till you want to store, you tell me, from there I will take it. You understood?
Say whatever maybe, if it is a destination or a source, we have some reference. Based on that,
Yes.
we'll take the component. Perfect. Thank you.
Correct. So I have one example, sir. You can easily understand. So as per my experience, when I was working in warehouse handling units, handling units, all those stuff, right? There is something called external identification number 1. There is some other field called external identification 2. And from other software, if the data is coming from other software, he may tell you that external identification field 3 is also there. So in SAP, we have only identification 1 and identification 2. But from non-SAP, this field is also available. Now the question will arise, if the data is coming from other systems in SAP, I don't know the data type. I cannot click F1 because it is coming from outside. So how do you create this data type, etc.? All these questions, all these things will come into your mind. But as a technical consultant, I will ask you, now this is coming from outside, that is clear. But after coming, it will come into SAP kada. In SAP, you want to store somewhere kada, where you want to store. So you will tell me, for example, say BK, okay. For example, HU01. Okay. I'll take FB01, any transaction, whatever, don't care. So please take that field, identification 3. In SAP, we don't have identification 3. So we will map it to some field. For example, we will map it to this field. Then ABAP doesn't understand all this. He'll just come and say F1, he will take down. This is one scenario. There can be another scenario. In SAP, the field is not there. Let's create that field. Let's do the user exit and add the field at this location. So ABAP will add external identification 3, he will add here at the bottom. Now again, I will ask you, so what will be the length of that? Is it a character or is it a number? Obviously, functional constraint says, I don't know about that. Then I'll say, boss, if you don't know, go and contact non-SAP person and check what is the data coming in external identification 3. Is it character data coming or number data coming? What is the length of that? Please get all the details. If you cannot talk to him, please involve me, technical person, in the meeting. I will ask him. So based on that, we will decide. Clear?
Yeah, good example.
Okay, so I hope now how to create structures, everybody is clear now. Okay, yeah, fine. So just one point, last point is, for every currency field, there should be one reference field. That reference will be your currency unit. Okay. Similarly, guys. So here you will have quantity fields. So for example, net, okay, order underscore QTY type. So again, I'll ask console show me the transaction so that I can click F1. But I remember that all this. So just I'll give KWMENG. Okay. KW. So cumulative order quantity in so and so sales units. Now you see, I will activate, save and activate. It will throw again error. So what is the error? For quantity, so quantity means, again I'll take an Excel so that it is easy for you. So if I put a quantity here, QTY, and if you enter quantity as suppose 5, now is it 5 kilos or 5 liters or 5 pieces or 5 each? What is that? So definitely system will throw error. Where is my friend, my reference? His reference is nothing but here what we need, quantity units, right? So for every currency field, for every quantity field, there should be a reference. There should be a reference. So now I'll go and add here in the table one more field I should add. So what is that? Order underscore UOM, units of measure, type. So here I need to give the, again I need to go find out F1 etc. But I remember I'll give that. Oops, maybe. Yeah, so I got that. So now again you go to, at the end you need to map it. Okay, so what is the table? Same table. So for this fellow, who is the friend? Order underscore units is the friend, or order underscore UOM. Now save this, come to the second option, second tab, activate. Now you will not get any error. So the final conclusion is, for all FICO, you will have currency fields. For all SD and MM, you will have this quantity fields, and the friend quantity underscore units. Okay. Now structure is ready. So this is the meaning of structure. So if I take the example here, what is a structure? Everybody should understand structure is nothing but a collection of fields. This is a normal example to understand. And I have taken one SD example and one MM example. So, okay, so you create a structure. And you see here in real time also, if I go to VA03, you see here, table name is this one. Table category is structure, you see structure. You can take the table name, copy that and go to SC11, or you can double click there only, give that structure name, display. Okay, some wrong name I have given, maybe take anything, sir. Come on, I did not copy properly. There's a problem. Conditions, take F1 here, any name, sir, not a problem. So here I'll double click on that. So you can see KOMV is a structure. It has how many fields? 113 fields are there, 113 fields are there. All different fields. Okay, fine. So this is the concept of structure. Now next question you will get a doubt. Arjun, why are you explaining all this? Where do we use these structures? Where do we use these structures in real time? So now you'll get clear picture. So maybe I need an Excel here for this example. So now I just created a structure. Again, I will take a simple example for understanding first. What is structure? We create a simple example. ZAD, come on. ZADDR underscore STR. Under that, what are the fields you have? You have city field and state field and you have country field. Okay, yeah. So this is structure. Perfect. Now I want to create tables. You know table, right? Everybody knows table, I guess. Okay, because in schools or colleges you might have studied a table is nothing but a collection of rows and columns. Yeah. So we have different tables here. Now let's assume that this is a table called customer table. Next, this is a vendor table, and this is a material, okay, not employee table. Now, what will be the first field in customer table? Definitely customer ID, or let's say customer number. Next, in the vendor table, definitely the first field will be vendor number. And in the third table, you will have employee number. So these are really easy to understand, right? Fine. Next, after customer number, I want his address. I want his address. So address means again city, country, state will repeat again and again. So it's a time waste for me. So what I will do is I'll just say dot include structure name. What was the structure you created, boss? ZADDR STR. So what will happen is now this structure will be mapped to this one. All the fields will be copied here now. Similarly, I'll copy the same structure in vendor table also after vendor number. So all the fields will be copied here. That means the structure will be mapped here. In employee also I think same kada. Address fields are always same, right? So no need to change them. So I'll copy that. So all the fields will be copied here. Now what is the advantage of structures? Reusability. You create a structure once and you can use in n number of tables. N number of tables. In n number of tables. That's the meaning. Now if you go to real-time examples, so they will create a structure str underscore mm metal master fields. In that they will create almost 100 fields they will create. Now in metal master, what are the tables, boss? You have mara, you have marc, you have something called mard. What they will do is they will take the same structure as I told you just now. So the same structure they will map it to mara. If the requirement is for marci also, they will map it to this one also, like that. The same structure they will map it to marci also. They will map it to even this table also. Like that, one structure they will create, they will map all the fields. So what is the advantage? The advantage is reusability. So let us see in real time how it is then. Okay. So if I go and see SC11, if I open the table Mara display, you see material number is the first field. So client number is the first field. Metal number is the second field. Immediately you can see there is a statement called dot include. And what is the name of the structure? EMARA. So double click on that. Okay. Otherwise just go back, give it here. EMARA kada. Somehow it is not coming. Let me check one more time. EMARA. Okay. Okay. Somehow the structure is why it's not displayed. I'm really shocked. Okay. No problem. I can show you in another way. Take any table, Mara. Here I have something called this last icon, collapse. Now you see how many fields are there in Mara, boss? Client number 1 field, material number 2nd field. That's it. Remaining all the fields are disappeared because all the fields are coming from some other place. That is called structure. That is called structure. Okay, if you want to see all the fields, please click on this icon, expand all. Now all the fields will be displayed. Now you can see how many fields are there. 300 fields are there. Now you close this. How many fields are there? Only 4. Meaning is Mara contains only 4 fields. Remaining the 300 fields are coming from some other place. The same way, the structures can be used in many places. This is about the structure concept. I hope you understood.
Arjun, I have one query.
Yeah.
As you said, the structure can be used in reusability. Suppose by mistake one consultant did changed the structure, added one more field, then the same will be replicated in other tables as well, like a G customer.
Correct.
It
It
should
will
be
affect.
because I don't need the other field. Suppose in the structure they added region, but I don't need the region in G customer.
Correct, I understand. So in that case, you cannot use the existing structure. You need to create a new structure and use that.
Okay, we cannot
So,
control like, okay, perfect.
you cannot control. Why? Because I think even in your FICO SD configurations also, I think same concept. If there is something is reused by many places, if you touch that one, everything will be disturbed. If you don't want that, you copy as and create a new one.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, hi Arjun. One question here. This is Jagan. How will linkage with structure with under table?
Yeah, just now I showed here, na, dot include. You have to use this statement, dot include.
Okay.
Right. Show you maybe in 1-2 minutes.
Okay.
I'll show you practically in 2 minutes. Okay. Okay. So yeah, go to practicals. Just I want structure is just a collection of fields. It can be used in multiple tables. Okay. So if you change existing structure, all the things will be disturbed. So you have to be very, very careful in real time. Okay. Because the same concept applies everywhere. Java, .NET, even your functional also, SD, MM. If you are reusing anything, you have to be very careful. Okay. Yeah. Now, so before I go to practicals, I think I have to start this topic now. Where do we use structures? Where do we use structures in real time? Okay, structures are used or helpful, I can say helpful in tables for filling the fields. For filling the fields. Okay. So structures are used or helpful in the tables for filling the data. Okay, for filling the fields. Okay. Yeah. So first what I will do is I'll create a table now. So steps to create a table. I'm not explaining about table because everybody knows a table means what? A collection of rows and columns. It's like an Excel sheet. That's it. It's like an Excel sheet. So I'll create a table. Okay. So Z. So to understand, I'll take Z customer is the table name. Create. Oh, it is already existing. Okay. Z customer 01. Create. Give short description. ABCD. Okay, whatever you want. So delivery class, just give A. Okay. So why A? You can understand more than me. A stands for what? Application. SD applications, MM applications, FI applications. In the brackets, SD master and transaction data, MM master and transaction data, etc. So A means master and transaction data. Remaining all related to basis and ABAP. Those are different. So these two doesn't come into the business. Only first one will come into the business. So 99% ABAPers will create A only, master and transaction data. That is why I'm selecting A. Do you want to only display the data in the table, or you want to maintain the data in the table? So display or maintenance allowed. I repeat, do you want to only display the data in the table, or you want to maintain the data in the table also? So I will ask the functional consultant in real time. Anna, tell me, I'm creating a new table for your functional spec. I'll create a table and give it to you. Do you want to only see the data, or you want to maintain the data? Maintain means create, change, delete all these options via SM30. Hey Arjun, I don't want. Okay, I'll say not allowed. Hey Arjun, I want to display and maintain. So I'll give allowed. Arjun, allow, but for only some users, restrictions should be there. I'll select the first option. Okay. So now question to everybody. I have a table called Mara, or any table, sir. So I'll take any table, something called Mara. So you tell me, this table only display the data, or you want to maintain the data? Yes or no? Maintain the data, yes or no? Do you want to maintain, yes or no? Please answer in the. Do you
Display.
No,
maintain Mara table? Yes or no?
No, Arjun.
we
Okay,
have
I
to
got one
display
answer.
the only display. I think maintain. Display.
Fine. I got two answers. No, no. We want to display the data. We don't want to maintain the data, but display the data is correct. You don't want to maintain the data Mara because if you want to change any metal master data, you have to go to MM02. You should not come to the table and change it. That will be foolishness. That is wrong. MM010203, VA010203, FB010203 are the transactions given for you to maintain the data. You should not go to table level and maintain the data. I think everybody knows this point. Just I'm stressing again. Always we maintain the data at the transaction level, not at the table level. Not at the table level. So I will say display. Okay, come on. When I'm creating a new table, I will say just 1 second. I think I closed the screen. See customer 01, create ABCD. Here I told you A because it's application data. Now, so we will say not allowed, but functional will say it is a Z table. I want, give me the permission. I will display the data. I will maintain the data because it is a Z table. It does not have transaction like VA01. So please allow me. So that is why I'm selecting allowed. Clear kada everybody? It is a Z table. It doesn't have transaction. You want to create the data. You want to change the data. So I'll give the option as allowed. Next, I'll go to the fields. So give the first field, customer number kada. So customer ID. Next, maybe if you want one more field, name one. Here, is it a character? Customer ID is character or number or combination? Anybody?
It's a combination, right?
Depends on business
No,
requirement.
yes,
Better always you need to maintain character only.
Yeah, it's a character, it's a numeric, it's a combination. I am getting different answers. Now, as a technical consultant, I am confused. So Anna, all this, I don't want this headache. Please show me the transaction for customer master. A simple and straightforward answer. Okay. So XK03. I think XD03 kada. This is a customer number for standard SAP. Okay. I'll take F1. I'll take the data element here. Can you see? I'll take the data element KUN16 and I'll go there to the table. Instead of care all this, it's a time waste. KUN16. Press 1 enter. I'll get the customer number. You see what is the length? 16. Okay, this is S4HANA system, so that is why you are getting length as 16. Okay, don't care about that. Automatically I'm getting. Okay, so in SAP this is the length of the customer. Name 1. So character 20 or 25. Again this is a time waste. So what I will do, I'll directly go to what? SAP transaction XK03 or XD03. Take any customer. Okay, what is that? One business area. No? This is all time waste. Okay, so I don't want that you know, right? So name 1. So I know the data, this one is also same name. So I'm getting something like this. Okay, so table is successfully created. I'll save in the package and I'll save in the number. Okay. Now, what is the use of structures we have discussed? Structures are used or helpful in the tables for filling the fields. Now I want address fields here. So what I do is I'll just say dot include. What was the structure name we have created just now? ZADDR_STR. Just one enter. That's it. All the fields will be copied into this table. It is not visible, right? Okay. I told you, right? Please click on the last option or first option. The first option, you see, all the fields are copied at the bottom. Give me a second. 1 second, please. You see, all the fields are copied automatically. How many fields are there? 3 fields: city, state, and country. 3 30 300 that's a different story. Everything will be copied. So now I hope everybody is clear. A structure is just collection of fields. Structures are used or helpful in the tables for filling the fields. And how do you add? As per the Excel sheet I told you, just we have to say dot include. In the same way, I told dot include here, the fields are added. Okay. Now, if I say dot include, there is one SAP structure kada. Just now I told you e-mara. I think there are 300 fields are there in this 300. You see, if I press enter and if I say expand all, you can see how many fields are copied into my table now. 300 fields. Just imagine this shortcut is not there. This structure concept is not there. It will take 1 day to create 300 fields for me. It will take one complete day to create these 300 fields. So that is why SAP has given a shortcut. Just include the structures. Okay. Yeah, I'll delete that anyway. Save the table. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you should be clear on tables and structures now. Any questions you can ask?
Arjun,
Yeah, please.
can you go back to the table?
Yes.
So suppose if the customer ID in the G table, I need the length of 20 characters. Then
Okay.
how it will be?
Okay. If the customer ID length is 20 characters, how it will be? Okay.
Yes.
So I'll answer this after a minute. Okay. But before that, you tell what you will do with 20 length when the standard SAP, 20 length, where you will store that?
Okay, maybe for the name. Otherwise, it is name 45. I need maybe standard SAP is allowing me to create the name for only 30 characters. I need 45 characters.
Super. This is a very good question. So everybody please understand the business question. Previous question was, Arjun, if I require 20 fields character length, what I should do? My second question is to the functional consultant. Okay, Anna, I'll provide that, but where do you store that? Because customer number is always 16 characters or 10 characters throughout the SAP. So then he changed the question. So anyway, the metal number, customer number, lengths we will not change, but names we will change. Standard SAP is providing what is the length? 30. Now, if you want more than 30, what we have to do? So the answer is, so can you read this column name? Data element kada. And that is what I was copying from different transactions. So if I go to XK03 or XD03, right? Okay. XD03. So I'm clicking F1 and I'm copying the data element kada. This data element I am copying from here. So this is your data element and I'm trying to put it here. But the requirement is this data element is not sufficient. Why? Because length is 30. So you want to increase that. So what I do is now, what is the starting character here? N kada. It means it is not starting with Z or it is not starting with Y. Means it is standard SAP. So then I will say Z and I press enter. Okay, enter. Okay, somebody already created ZZ. Okay, let's say Y. Okay, yeah. Now you see, the moment I give Y, character, length, everything is null, 0. So now I will create this as a customized object. This is the client requirement. Now I have to create this. So if I want to create this, what I'll do, initially it was name 1. Now I have to start with Z or Y. So I'll start with Y and press enter. It will show me that it is not available. So I'll just double click. Do you want to save first? Yes. Yeah. So you can read this and understand what is the pop-up message. Data element does not exist. Do you want to create that question mark? Of course, yes, I want to create that. Give short description, name one. Here, if you come down in the domain, domain means yours. You know, right? Domain means FICO people from accounts domain. Functional consultants will come from manufacturing domain. SD people will come from sales domain. Like that here, actual domain. Actual domain means what is the actual original length. Char 20, you asked 50 kada, so I'll give 50. Enter, save that in the package, in the transport, and it is asking please give me short labels, all this. Okay, just you can copy paste that. Only the labels I'll copy paste. I don't care about the remaining lengths. I save, I activate that. Always save and activate. Press enter. So you come back, boss. Now can you see here? Now what is the length here now? 50. It is changed. Okay.
Hello, Arjun.
Yeah.
Yeah, how it is different? Like Y name one we have created as a data element. If I give CHA or 50 here instead of Y name one, how it is different?
Yeah. Same reusability. If I create one data element by Y name one, it can be used by so many people.
Okay.
If you just write char, if you just write CHAR char 50, you see, I press enter. What is the description you got here? Comment. Again, function will ask me, hey Arjun, please change this one also. So this is all unnecessary dig. So what I do, we always create a separate thing by this, and will give what is the description you are asking, what is the length you are asking, and what is the data type you are asking. Clearer?
Thanks, sir.
So Arjun, then later on this name with that customized object that you've created, you will add it in a screen, right? It's like somewhere input should go to this particular field, right?
Same, yeah, of course. I'll ask the same question to functional. Anna, you asked to increase the length, I increase the length, but where you will store? Definitely your answer
Oh,
is should go in FB03, in so and so tab, in so and so place. I'll add there also.
oh, okay, okay, Arjun, yeah.
Yeah. So everybody remember this field will go at the screen level again. Purchase order transaction, sales order transaction, in the transaction which tab, in the tab which field, it everything. If you give the details for us, we will do it.
Okay,
Ram Babu.
Arjun, can I ask you another question here?
Yeah.
Okay, so you created this domain now, and this is stored into a transparent table, right?
Yes.
So if I want to use this is an example, maybe I'm asking a stupid question. So when you are creating a customer master, there is a field called name one. Okay,
Yeah.
can I is it possible to increase that name length as well for
No.
the standard table?
No. You cannot.
We can't do that, right? Yeah, this is only we can do when we are creating a custom table, right?
Okay, I got your question, sir. Okay, I will answer your question in a different way. So I'll go to XK03. Okay. So regarding this name one, I think it is better if I have a customer number. Okay. Somehow this number is not coming. One 200 201. Okay. At least one business partner. I specified already business partner, right? This is crazy. Okay, I'll take XK03. Okay, so I have this vendor master here. You know, right? This is the first field is name 1. This is name 2. This is name 3. And this is name 4. So now as per the requirement, you asked me to change the, what is that? To change the length. Now I increased the length to 50. Fine. Now this is a customized table. So it is easy for me. So if it is a standard SAP table, it is like this. I go to KNA1 table. Okay. I see the name 1. What is the length given by SAP? 35. Somebody is asking me to increase this length. Next. First answer to the functional consultant is this name 1 cannot be increased. This one cannot be increased. But I can tell him that I will add one more field somewhere beside this with 50 length. I can add one more field, but I cannot change the existing one. And this technically this is called as modification versus enhancement. So you need to understand what is the difference. Modification means changing the existing one. Enhancement means adding extra. So in SAP, modifications are not possible. SAP will not allow you to do modifications, but SAP will allow you to do what? Enhancements. So for your question, I cannot change this, but if you want, I can add one more field at this location. Once this is added here, okay, the same way I go to the table level, KNA1 table, somewhere at the bottom, I will add one more field called name 1 here at the bottom. Here I'll add at the last location name 1 with character 50 length. That's it. Is that clear, sir?
Location, how you are control, Arjun? You said this will come the right side of the name 1, but here we are not.
Yeah, that the location will come via user exits. So you need to wait until that time. When I go to this enhancements in the standard T codes, so here I will cover that location exactly how it comes there, because it's a very big topic.
Okay, okay.
Hi Arjun, Rambabu here.
Yeah.
So when we want to see any values in the transaction tables, if we click F1, there it will show as a structure. So as a structure is a common table which will add in all other tables. We can't find the values there. So how to find out what is the correct table for this transaction with that if you go through the field?
Yeah.
So, or where this structure is added into the main table.
So everybody, it's the common question which every functional will have. Definitely somebody will ask in the future. So the question is, I am framing the question in the transaction. When I click F1, I am not getting the table name, but I am getting the structure name. For example, if I say F1 here, so okay, luckily we got table here, but sometimes you will get what structure.
Yeah, if you go to XD03 directly, you can see that structure in customer number.
So you will get the structure name here. So if you get the structure, the question is in which table it is stored. That is this question. Okay. Yeah. I'm telling now there is no standard way. There is no answer for that. There is no standard way. Okay. So because the structure is used by at least some 100 tables. A structure is used by 100 tables. So in which table it is stored? It's very difficult to find out. It's very difficult to find out. That is the first answer. The second answer is, even though it is very difficult, there should be some solution kada. What is the solution? Okay, the solution is this one. I mean, functional consultant cannot do this, okay, but because you are asking the question, I'm telling ABAPers will do this. We have something called ST05, a transaction. ST05. Can you just read the last word? What is the word? Trace. Trace is nothing but recording. So I will ask a functional consultant to post one transaction. So before posting, I will click on activate. After posting, I'll click on deactivate. In the middle of activate and deactivate, you will get the table names. With that tables, I can find out what is the exact table. That is the answer for you.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
And one more question.
Whenever you have a structure, if you want to find out the table, you cannot find out. You means ABAP functional cannot find out. Please ask ABAPers, they will find out. How do they find ABAPers? So they will go and click on the activate the trace. Next, post the transaction, deactivate the trace, and finally display the trace. The table names will come. Out of the table, ABAPer will pick the correct table. Yeah, those are very big topics, sir. So you can leave these topics to ABAPers, but you should know the concept. I explained the concept. Okay.
Yeah, understood. Yeah, one more question. Is there any way to find out it's a master table or transaction table? As we are selecting, it's common, right? Master and transaction A.
Yeah.
So we cannot differentiate, right, by seeing the table or technical details.
Yeah, we can differentiate, yes. But I'll tell that after maybe 1-2 minutes again.
Okay.
Okay, then I'll stop the topic here. You know what is a structure now? What is a table, you know? Why do we use structures? Structures are helpful in the tables for filling the data. Steps to create a table. I stopped in the middle. Okay, let me continue that. There is a question here. Can we store the data in the structure? Okay, please wait, sir. I already taken your question. I will cover that. Okay, please wait. Okay, I already noted down your question. Please wait now, because I'm going sequence by sequence. You will understand. Okay. So here, I think we were creating this table. So we have created this table. Inside this include, we have some other fields. Now please go to this button. Sorry, before that, can you see the column called KEY key? Key will indicate the unique values. Out of this table, out of all the fields, can anybody tell me what will be the unique field in this? Unique means without duplicate.
Customer ID.
So customer ID is the unique field without any duplicates. So please select that. So if you go to number, if you go to customer number, if you go to sales order number, so those are the keys, primary keys we say. Okay, those are the unique differentiators without any duplicates. So select that field. Okay, save it and click on the background settings of technical. This is not important for you, but because somebody asked the question here, if you see F4 here, this table will tell whether it's a master data table or transaction data table here. So Z customer 01, right? It comes under which category? Master data. So you have to select this. Some APPL 0. If it is a transaction, it is APPL 1. So where it is it master or transaction data? That will be controlled here. My table is a master data table. I'm selecting that.
Okay.
So I saved this here. So I'm saving the table here. You take Mara table. You can observe that if you want. Go to technical settings. Yeah. So finally, save and activate the table. After following all the steps, save and activate the table. Now, data storage. Okay. So what is a table? What is the definition of a table which you studied in the colleges? A table is a collection of rows and columns like Excel sheet. Okay. So you know what are columns? Columns means fields. Okay, that's the point. So a table is a collection of rows and columns. And you know what is a row? Row means records, or you can say entries. Now, what is a structure now? Already we have discussed a structure. A structure is just a collection of what is it? Fields, or you can say what is it? Columns. Okay. Now, structure does not have rows or what we say entries, because a structure is just a collection of fields. It doesn't have rows at all. Okay. Yeah. So there was a question here. Can we store the data in the structure? Anybody, can you tell me now?
No.
No.
Why no? Why no?
No rows. There is no rows.
Why no?
There is no rows in the structure.
Yeah, because structure is nothing but your collection of fields, and it is used to include it in your tables. So
Thank you.
then
Thank you. Yeah. Because structure is just a collection of fields and it is used to include in the tables. It is used to include in the tables. So, can we store the data in structure? No, we cannot store the data in the structure. Where do we store the data? It's the tables. It's a tables. So that is the answer. Okay. I hope I made it clear now. You can see now.
Arjun, can you
Yeah, please
create
wait,
a
sir. Please wait. Please wait. So you can see Mara. Now you can see it is here. What is that for SAP table? It is written here master data. It is written as what? Master data. So like that you can identify whether it is a master data or transaction data. Okay. Next, in our case, since it is customer, I am also selecting what? Master data. Then I'll go back. And as I told you, the last step is click on this button, activate and enter. The table will be ready now. Okay. Oh, I have an error. What is the error? Let us see. There is some error was. Let me finish this. Maintain size category. Also, I forgot the technical settings. Here there is some size category that is not important for you. Just say 0. Come back and activate the table. Now you have warnings, just say no warnings. So a table is successfully created now. You can see what is the status, active. Okay. So now I request everybody here steps to create a table. So I just say follow video and create the table. Okay. Similarly, I want you to create a structure and include the structure in the table. Okay. So here I'll say follow the video and create the structure. Okay. So now I think I am done with the topic of tables, structures, and how do you use them also.
Arjun
Yeah.
Rambabu here. The types of tables also you will cover, or so like a transparent or cluster table, the differences between.
Okay. 1 second. You have here, sir.
Okay, okay.
Sir, please, everybody, please check the syllabus. It's a sincere request because so many people will ask so many questions, and I say it is already there in the syllabus. It will come when the time comes. Okay. So I request everybody, please go point by point. Everything I have included. Okay. Everything.
Oh, okay.
There was some other question. Please ask the question now because I am done with the topic.
Arjun, just for a clarification, is there an option to create a standard table, copy the standard table to G table?
Now you can copy. You see Mara table here. Mara table I can say here. Okay. You can see there is a button here. Copy. Click on that. Mara to Z Mara. Okay. And say continue. Okay. Yeah. But I will not copy. Okay. Huge risk for us. Okay. Tables we will not copy actually, but because you asked the question, there is an answer. This is the answer. Okay.
Can we copy structure?
You can copy structures also because everything is there, na? You can do anything, whatever you want. Here, see, this is a structure. I told you this is the, say, give the structure name, click on the button copy. You can copy tables, you can copy views, you can copy structures, all these options, you can use copy button. Okay.
Okay, Arjun, I have a question here. So one of my ABAP team has created a include. Okay, that include they used in KNA1 table. Okay, so can I see the data, whatever, like maybe that structure has maybe 6 or 7 fields. That structure is included in the KNA1 table. So some for a different purpose. So when I save the data, like if I'm creating a new customer master, and if can I see that field, whatever fields are included in the KNA1 table, can I see when I open the customer master, and where the data stores in KNA1 only or any different table?
It stores in KNA1 only.
It stores in KNA1 only, right? Yeah. Okay, as a Z field, right?
Yes. Somewhere at the bottom, it will be stored as Z field.
Okay.
You can
Hierarchy,
see,
I cannot change it, right? It is always should be there in the down. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Please.
Good question again. Hierarchy you cannot change, right? Sir, first of all, functional people, why you want about the table level hierarchy? You want at the transaction level, tell me where you want. I can go to the transaction in the tab. I can display wherever you want. Why do you care about the table level? Simple. I hope you got my point.
No. I can answer a question. See, if it is related to the address, okay, if you want to add it in the bottom of the table, then customer may or may not, maybe user may or may not know to go to the end of the tab and they need to enter, right? If it is
No,
there
end
at the
user,
address level, okay.
no, why do you end user goes to KNA1 table? He never goes to the table.
No, I'm asking. But if you add that include in the bottom of the table, will it display at address level? My structure, my jet structure is having a 4 address fields, like which are not there in the standard. So okay, when I added a structure of 4 fields with all are related to address only, I want to see these fields at address tab level only.
Address tab means in the screen in transaction.
Yeah, in a transaction, yes.
That's what I told. Not transaction level, wherever you want, however you want, I can add it.
Okay.
I can put the colors. If you want, I can put my photo also there. I can do whatever you want in the transaction level. Table level, don't care at all. And that's what
okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, sir. Definitely, again, somebody will ask a question. I am afraid, really afraid. So I will just explain the topic of this user exit. Later, we'll discuss the practicals. Okay. Step 1. ABAPer will add the custom fields to the SAP table. Okay. This step 1 we call as backend. Okay. Next, step 2. So you don't care about the backend, please. Okay. Front end. ABAPer will add the custom fields to the required transaction. Which transaction? That's up to you. At exact required position, wherever you want, you tell them, ABAPer will add. Step 3. User exit. What is a user exit? ABAPer will map the custom fields from the transaction level to backend table level via ABAP code. This is how we do the 3 steps. One is backend, another one is front end. In the middle, we will write the code. Because we started the course yesterday only, because I am covering this structure concept, I am adding the fields at the backend level. Definitely, you are getting questions about the front end level. I appreciate your questions, but what I am saying is, wherever you want, ABAPer can add, but you don't care about the backends. I hope that is pretty clear for everybody now.
Yeah, it is clear. It is clear. And one more small question, one more small question related to the same table. I see that sometimes ABAPers are adding at the screen level and not adding it in a database level. The data is not stored in a database level. Is that related to the same topic, or will it be covered in another topic?
No. So if you add at the screen level, if you don't store at the database level, in the future, how do you see that? That's impossible.
And no. That's what this mistake had happened many times in my project. Maybe they are juniors, like they are adding the field at a screen level, but the database is not stored.
That is wrong.
I've seen this issue many times. Yeah, I've seen this issue many times. Maybe if you want to just get more information, you can get it. But just if you know.
Sir, you just tell me, if you added the screen level, if you don't store in the backend level, how do you see the data? It's wrong.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, when we requested to add a field, they have added the field. Okay, but when it comes to the real data, like, okay, the user started using the transaction data, and when finally when I go and see in the data at table level, it was not there.
You don't see at the table level. See at the 03.
Yeah, because
Transaction 03.
that's what I'm saying. Yes, how it happens? Like, where can I see the difference? Like, whether I want to make sure that my ABAP is written a code, and that is reflected in screen level and as well as in a database level. How is there anywhere I can see that?
No, sir. I have two questions. Question number 1. Use the transaction 01, enter the data, save it. Perfect. Used by end user. Question number 2. The same transaction 03 display. Are you able to see the data? No, I'm asking you. Are you able to see the data in the transaction level 03?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not able to see the data. I'm not able to see the data once I enter.
Then wait, sir. Then the development is wrong. Simple.
Yes, I'm saying, yeah, I agree that development is wrong, but where can I see the difference? Like, one of my colleague is able to see that, okay, this field is added only in transactional level, not in the database level. Sorry.
Sir.
Yeah,
If you want to know that, you need to finish this course.
Okay. No, that's what I'm asking, whether this is related to here or in a future a topic. Yeah, that if it is in a future topic, then yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Thank you.
Please wait. Okay, we'll go to my next topic, sir. I think we have something called data element and domain, which we already covered, but still I'll give the exact definitions. What is data element? Data element means a object, okay, which gives information about description of a field. It's an object which gives description of the field. The description can be in multiple languages. For each language, we need to maintain the description. SAP does not have Google Translator to automatically translate the description. Okay. So what is data element means? It's an object which gives information about the description of the field. Okay. Now I will show you. So we will take the same table which we have taken previously. So if I go here, Z customer 01, if I go here, now I will expand all the fields. Now you want to add name to field. When I say name to, at the bottom here, what is the data element? Go and find out F1, and maybe this is the answer, name to. Fine. Now somebody is asking, I want a name to be instead of 30, I want to be 50. So let's say 45. I want 45. So what is the answer? I already told you. Just go and change it to Y. Press 1 enter. It will show as it is not available 0 0. How do you create this? Just double click. Save it. Now you will get a message. This data element does not exist. Do you want to create the data element? Yes. Now first I should give the description of this. What is name to? Name to is nothing but suppose surname, or let's say family name. Surname or family name. And what is the length of that? Domain means it's always actual length, character 45. And you can see the last option, label. Go there and maintain all the short description, medium description, long description, etc. So I will maintain all those here. So finally, the conclusion is very simple. Data element means just the description was. Save it. Where you want to save, what is the transport? Data element means just the description, and that is the definition. Means an object which gives the information about the description. Of course, description can be in multiple languages. Now, because I am in English language, so I'm maintaining the description in English language. If you want in multiple languages, so there is an option, go to translation. Now, original language is English. Now, what is a target language? Give German or any language and continue and maintain. Okay. I will not show you all the translations, all those stuff now. That's not important for you. Your ABAP will do it for you. Okay. But as a functional consultant, what is data element? Data element will give our descriptions. Whatever the description in whatever the language you want, you can maintain. Okay. So that's the definition of data element. But when I am creating the data element, there is one more option called domain. You can see domain. So what is the domain? Okay. So I already told you what is a domain in simple words, but technically what is a domain? Okay. Domain means a object which gives information about exact data type, that is either character or CUR or currency, QUAN quantity. What is that exact? Exact data type and exact length. Exact data type and exact length. That is about domain. Okay. Yeah. So save it. Normally, when I say normally, 90% we create data elements and use existing domains. I already showed you. Okay. So these are the definitions. Okay. So now you have to think in your mind, or you have to get clear picture, everybody. You should be clear on tables. You should be clear on structures. You should be clear on data elements. You should be clear on domains. Okay. So once again, I will create one more data element and I'll show you, because in real time 90% will create only what? Data elements. Okay. Next, suppose name 2. Okay. Next, name 3. So name 3 already SAPs is there. It is coming as, okay, some name. Yeah, already name 3 is there. It is coming as 35. But somebody is saying, I don't want 35. I want only 25 characters. I want only 25 characters. So what I should do for 25 characters? So as I told you, why name 3? Double click on this. Yes. I want to create this data element. Yes. So what is the description? What is the description? So the description is, suppose, middle name. Okay. Copy this. And I told you domains we will not create. We will use existing one. For everything there is a domain boss. Char 25 means it will be there. And the descriptions, it is better you give for short name, middle name, long name, etc. And finally save, and what is the package, what is the transport, and activate that.
Sir, I
Now
have
see,
one question.
surname, family name, again I am telling, again I am repeating, whatever I have added at the table level, in the future again that will be added at the front end. It will be added at the front end. Front end means exact at the required transaction, exact at the required position. It will be added. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm done.
Sir, a small question. So when like before we change that data element by name one, say it is the customer says master enter system can enter so where it is impact. So can the system will allow us to enter the name 50 digits or we need to have a separate field for that?
Your voice completely breaks, sir. I didn't understand anything.
Oh, so,
Please repeat now.
am I clear now?
Yeah, it is now. It is okay.
Okay, so before we change y name 1, so the field character length was 30. Okay, so when we go to the customer master, the name we allow to enter only 30 characters in that name 1 field.
Yeah.
Now after we change it to 50, so will SAP allow us to enter 50 characters in the master data, or we need to have a separate field for this data element? So where this exactly the impact? I just want I'm confused with that.
Sir, I explained now, very clearly explained, sir. See, when you go to the I told you, sir, I don't know whether you are listening or not. I told you that 50 character field will come beside this one.
Okay, yeah, understand. And that's what, like, we need to have a separate field here, not the standard one. I understand, sir.
Sir, I explained clearly, and I have written one statement also. Please understand again that statement here. Everybody, sir, modification versus enhancements. Please think on this point. You will understand, or you'll get the clear picture. Cinema. Modification versus enhancements. Okay. Modification means changing the existing standards. Enhancement means without changing. Beside that, you will do enhancements. Extra.
Got it, sir. Thank you.
So we are clear on data elements and domains and tables. Now we'll go to some topic called table maintenance generator. Yeah, most of the people who are working in real time might be knowing this. Okay, but let's see people who are not working. Okay. Yeah. So in the chat there was a question by one person. Yeah. How can I input the data in the Z tables? There is a question here. How can I input the data in Z tables? So the answer is via SM30. Via SM30 T code. The answer is via SM30 T code. And that SM30 here I am explaining now. So first we'll go to the table. Okay. The table what we created, we'll go to that table. So this is the table which I created, and now I will activate that, because always it should be in which state? Active state. And no warnings. It should be in which state? Always active state. So if you see this second tab, I told you display maintenance allowed. So you have the option here. Okay. So if you want to maintain the data, what you should do is utilities, table contents, you can see create entries. So you can create the entry now here. Just I'll enter the data 1001, for example, name Arjun, city Hyderabad, state TS, country IN. Okay. Yeah. And I'll click on the option save. You see, all are the technical fields coming here. You see, these are all technical names. Surname, family name, it is not coming. Why? Because this is at the backend level. Okay, it's at the backend level. So how do we create the data? I repeat again, if you want to create the data, utilities, table contents, and you say create the entry, create the entry. Next, enter the data. 1002, suppose some person, Nagesh, city, say Hyderabad, so state, AP, country, IN, and save it. 2 records are created. And when you want to see the data, you can always say utilities, table contents, display. Table contents, display. And just say execute icon. You can see those 2 records which are created here. Okay, yeah. So this is the way how we create the data. And you know these buttons, right? You can create from here also. You can change from here also. You can display from here also. So this is at the table level. This is at the table level. And as a functional consultant, mostly you will be using SE16N. Kada? Go to SE16N, give the table name, click on this button, you will get the data. Those 2 records you are getting here. You see, those 2 records you are getting here. But SE16 is only for what? Display. It is only for what? Display. You cannot create the entries here. If you want to create the entries, SE11, give the table name, display, utilities, table contents, create the entries. Okay, yeah. So table maintenance. So just I will write here table maintenance via SE11. Using SE11, we can maintain record one by one. This is the disadvantage. You can enter the data one by one. So if you have 100 records, you want to do some copy paste, that will not work here. So when you want to maintain bulk data, we can use this SM30 transaction. Using SM30, we can maintain, what is that, bulk data. So that is the difference. You can maintain bulk data via SM30. But for this SM30, ABAPer should enable this SM30 option. ABAPer should enable this, or ABAPer should enable this option. Okay, yeah. So clear, sir? So high level thinking is you can maintain record one by one, which I showed you, but one by one. If you want maintain bulk data, it is SM30. So, but if you want SM30, there is some options available. I had to do that. ABAPer should enable that options. Okay. So how do you enable that? I will show you now. Okay. So let us go to SM30. So give your table name, Z customer customers, I guess, 01 customer, Z customer 01. You can see here you got a error. What is the error? The maintenance for table is incomplete or not defined. So ABAPer should enable the maintenance for this option. So how do I enable that? ABAP will take care. Okay. But I will enable and show you how that. Okay. Steps to enable table maintenance via SM30. So just follow the video, okay, and you can practice that. So I'm going to show you now. Open the table first. Sorry. Open the table in the change mode. Make sure it is active. Click on utilities. I told you about this option kada, table contents. Just before that, table maintenance generator. You have to enable this but option. Okay. So just don't care what I'm going to enter here, because that is all technical, but just follow and practice. That's it. So don't care about all this. Okay. So here I used F4 and I selected this one, this ampersand, NC ampersand function group. The table name I am giving here. Okay. And here maintenance type, 1 or 2 steps. I'll select 1 step. Maintenance screen number. You can give any lucky number, whatever you want. Give your lucky number. And just provide these 4 options. This one, 1 step, and screen number. Okay. Don't ask why all this, because it is technical. Okay. For you, this is not important. Okay. This last button is important. I will explain that after some time. Click on this create. That means I am enabling now. I am enabling that table maintenance for you. Just click on this, give the package name. That's it. So system will create internally for you. You got a message, request is completed without any errors. Super. Once save, done. So now it is ready now. Okay. So just to follow the steps and enable table maintenance via SM30. Okay. Now let's test. Let's test. How do you test now? So as a end user or as a functional consultant, whenever you want to maintain the data in the tables, go to SM30. So let's see now. Okay. So just I'll go to SM30, give the table name, just click on display. You can see you are getting the data. You are getting the data. Go back, click on maintain button, enter. Now you can maintain via new entries. Copy paste from Excel sheet or anywhere, save it. Or you can maintain bulk entries 1003, 1004, 1005. Okay, what are the names? AAA, BBB, CCC, whatever be the name. And click on the option save. So the data is saved. Go back, click on display. You can see the data is available. Okay, so just very simple SM30. Because it is very simple, an end user or a functional consultant, whenever you want to maintain the data, just go to SM30 And then what I am telling, give table name, then click on display button or maintain button. So enter the data and save it. That's it. So this is how you create table maintenance. Table maintenance. Next, there is another option called ZT code for tables. But that's a different story. Okay. So if I see the chat, there were some questions here. So yeah, I will take one. So there was question, how can I input the data in the Z tables? What is the answer? Just now I showed you, right? Go to SM30, input the data. Okay. Next, there is a question from Sandeep. How do we create a ZT code and Z report? Z report, sir, you have to wait. Z reports is a long time. Okay. Next, ZT code, yeah, it will cover now. ZT code will come now. Okay. ZT code. Okay. So what is the question here? How do we create ZT code? For reports, it will come later. For tables, I will cover now. Okay. Tables, I will cover now. And it is there in the syllabus, I guess. No? It is there, no? Please don't ask, sir. It is there. Please wait. Please don't ask the questions which are already in the syllabus, that will be covered. Okay. Creating a ZT code for the tables. Okay. Yeah. So before I go to the ZT code, do you have any questions on table maintenance now?
Arjun, how do we do a validation here?
Yeah. So if you want to do
Data
validation at the table level, okay. How do we do validation at the table level? This is one question. Okay. Next. So there is a hope there is some way we can remove the data at the table level. Yeah, you can remove the data. Maintenance means removing only, right? You can add, you can delete, etc. So okay. How do you remove the data? I'm showing. Click on maintain button. Select which records you don't want. Click on this delete button and click on save. That's it. Okay. How do we remove the data at the table level? This is the answer. Can we add data to Z table with LSNW and BDC? Okay. So there is one more question. Can we add the data to Z table with LSNW and BDC? Yes. Yes, we can add. We can add via ABAP code in LSMW. So if you see my topic, just I will cover LSMW for my for regular real-time requirement. You can see LSMW using ABAP coding inside the LSMW. I'll show you the steps how to write ABAP code. Here you can write ABAP code and add the data also. Okay, it is possible. It is possible.
Arjun, how do we know whether this table is a transportable table or any G code, T code is created for this table?
No, the question is confusing. Okay.
No, actually, sometimes we normally maintain the data, the development level, and we move to production. And a few tables which was already created with a G transaction. So suppose if a table is provided to us, whether we can identify, do we need to transport from development, or whether any GT code is created for that particular custom table.
Again, I'm confused, madam. Okay, I will write your question. Okay. First question. So, how do we identify
It's a
whether
transportable.
Okay, whether the table is transportable. Huh?
Yeah.
So it's very simple. Huh? If you have transport number, it is transportable.
I think I'll reframe that question. Like, I think, is it a cross client table or
Yeah.
maintenance table? That's what our question here. See, there are some tables, even though it's a Z table, it won't allow you to maintain a data at SM30, right? There are
Yes.
some tables it will allow you to maintain a data. That's what her question. It's not about moving from one client to another, moving from one server to another server.
Okay. Whether the data in the table is maintainable, right? Is this right? Is this question?
Yeah.
Yeah, Arjun.
It's the same, na? I just covered. Maybe you did not observe. Okay. Let's see this. I'll give Mara table here, for example. Okay. And I will say maintain. So I get an error here. The maintenance for this table is not defined. That means I cannot maintain the data in the table.
Okay.
Any table, as a functional consultant, you go to SM30 and give the table and click on display or maintain, you will get this error saying that it is not defined. You cannot maintain the data in this table. Suppose if the option is available, for example, like Z customer, when I say display, I am able to maintain the data. Is that clear, or still I did not get your question? Please confirm me.
Yeah, Arjun. Actually, few tables we normally transport from development to production system. So in that case, can we
Please wait.
identify?
No, please wait. Okay. So,
Okay.
okay, everybody, please listen. There is a confusion here. Is the table you want to transport from dev to Q, Q to P,
Yeah. Okay.
or this is confusion for everybody. So that is why I'm framing the question. I hope everybody is following. Is the table data you want to transport? When I say table data, okay, table data means, okay, it's 1001. Let's take real time. So sales order number means sales order number 4001, sales organization, okay, say US 01, okay, and material MET1 material, like this. So table means here, table means fields, data elements, length. So now this is the definition. So do you want to really transport the table? Table means only the fields will be transported, domains, data elements, lengths, etc. will be transported. Or you are talking about the table data. Data means sales order number, purchase order number, customer number, GL account number, etc. Okay. Now, before I come to you, I'm giving a hint also. As an ABAPer, I want to transport only the table. Only the table, because once I transport from development to quality and quality to production, so what will move? Only table will move. After table is moved, I will ask the end user, please enter your live data, production data in the tables. Your live data you enter. That is what ABAPer will do. Now, suppose if I am a functional consultant, I know that in the production I will have live data. So just to move the table means only the fields, data elements, and lengths. Suppose special requirement. I want to move the data also. I repeat, data will be live in the production. That data you will maintain. But for some reason, you want to move the data from development to quality to production also. So there is one more scenario. There is other option for that. So now, are you asking about table data movement, or are you asking about only table transport, or what is your question?
Yeah, table data movement, the second one.
Yeah. Now, so definitely you no need to move the data actually. Excuse me, sir. Just a minute, please.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. So if you want to move only the table data, okay. So if you want to move the only table data, that's exceptional case. In that case, as I just mentioned, so you need to use this option. So I'll go to SC11 display in the utilities. Here, can you see this? I told you I'll cover after 5-10 minutes. So this option we need to use. You can see here transport details. Okay. I will cover this option. When I cover this option, you will understand how do you move the table data from development to quality. Clear?
Yeah.
Just wait for some time. Okay.
Okay.
Any other questions, boss?
Arjun, one question here.
Yep.
Once we move the table to the production, and now it is available for the end users to do a maintenance. Assuming there are a lot of records, Arjun. So can we use any Excel sheet to upload the data into the table for the first time? Considering the data is huge, they cannot go and enter one by one, right? So do we have any such functionality available for the first time?
No, sir. I need to write an ABAP program for that. Then you can use that program to upload the data.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
So Arjun, like yesterday in Saturday's class, you said that for all workbench request, it will be available in all the systems. So but for this table, also I think we are getting workbench requests, right? So this will also be available in all the systems, or it should be moved to TRs.
Sir, please be clear. I never told it will be on across all the systems. I told across the clients. Clients are different, servers are different.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Oh, okay, Arjun. Yeah.
Okay, guys, I want to wind up the session for this week. Okay. So we'll meet next week, continuing the next topics. Okay. So I have written the question. I'll continue from here next week. Okay. Chalo then. See you next week.
Yeah, thanks, Arjun.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Arjun. Bye-bye. Have a nice weekend to everyone.
Thank you, Arjun.
Yeah, I'll share the videos to the email IDs which you have provided.
Perfect, Arjun. Thank you so much.
Sure, Arjun. Thank you.